Hey there everybody, Johnny T here, and today we're going to replace the battery in this Giorgio Beverly Hills watch. Once I open this watch up, it's going to look kind of similar to another woman's watch you've probably seen in the used market that's quite expensive. This is really wanting to be something similar to the Gucci watch with the um, interchangeable bezel system. That's what this is wanting to be, and I think it does an okay job at it. This watch in particular, I mean, I'm not going to say these are as well made as the Gucci brand, but the cool thing about these watches is you can remove every single one of these bezels and add your own and make your watch kind of like match. It can match your mood, your outfit, whatever. So I see the appeal of something like this, and I can understand why other companies would want to kind of mimic it. I'm pretty sure Gucci were the first ones to kind of do this, or at least the most famous. I'm not sure if they were the first, but yeah. So this is a pretty interesting watch. I'm going to keep the bezel off. It looks naked. The bezels just turn on. It's got threads like a case back. This watch is pretty heavily used. It's got scratches everywhere. But it says it's a Swiss watch. We're going to find out once we get the case back if that's true. Case back off. The gold plating is coming off. This is kind of an X's and O's pattern, which there's a lot of jewelry out there that has this kind of X and O pattern. It's kind of like hugs and kisses, So for Valentine's Day, people might buy this kind of jewelry for their girlfriend or wife or whatever. The back of this, the gold plating is wearing through. I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to get the case back off. I think I'm just going to go in and just try and pry this case back off. I don't really see any other way to do it. So yeah, that's kind of it. And it's got a ton, an absolute ton of these interchangeable bezels. These are all metal, by the way. Like, they are, probably aluminum, if I had to guess. And then some of them are plastic. I think these ones are plastic. And I do believe that they do go on a similar way. So this watch on the used market is like half the price of the Gucci version. So you could essentially have the same look. It's obviously not a Gucci, but it is Swiss made, allegedly. It says Beverly Hills on it, so similar deal, I guess. And you could have this for about half the price, I believe. So I think this watch with all the bezels might be worth about $150, something like that. Just so you guys know. I won't know until I sell it, but I think that's probably what we're going to get for it. So the way I'm going to attack this, I think, is I'm just going to hit it from this slot here and see what happens. I feel like the case back... Oop. You know what? I feel like... I don't really know how this is gonna go. Let's see. Might need to use a different tool. But what do I use? I'm not gonna use my nice Bourgeon tool. Well, maybe I could. So I do have this, which is a heavy-duty gasket pry bar. I don't want to use this though. I might damage it. Maybe I've got a cheap screwdriver. I think I should use a cheap flathead screwdriver. One of these guys. I mean, this is a pretty cool set of Stanley precision screwdrivers. These guys are made in Japan, so they're vintage. Maybe I should open the case so we could see. So these are not cheap per se, but Japanese steel is good. Before we moved everything over to China, Japan was kind of mass producing all of our stuff, all the stuff for the United States for a little bit. So there we go. Okay, that worked. So get yourself a flathead. If your watch is in better condition, maybe put some plastic on the flathead before you try to pry it up. But I don't have the patience to deal with this, so right on. Oh yeah, that is a Swiss movement. Very cool. Okay, so the back of this says Giorgio, Hong Kong. Cool. The pressing on the case back is actually not bad. So let's get a better look at this case back, because we didn't really do that, did we? So it's got water resistance, 3 meters, which means you can wash your hands with it. That's pretty much it. It's a Swiss watch, Giorgio. It's got a really cool, looks like 2 horses. That's kind of a cool emblem. Not too dissimilar from the Gucci one, I suppose. Beverly Hills and a serial number. So it all checks out. And what do we have here? We've got a Swiss movement. What is this movement? 980.003 perhaps? I think that might be it. 980.003. Might be something different. I'll put it in the description if it is. I do see another code on it. Let's see what my magnifying glass says. No, that's not useful. Yeah. 980.003 seems about right to me. Okay, we're gonna replace the battery in this now, and hopefully it works, right? That'd be cool. That's why I do this, to get these watches running again. I'm not gonna say I repair them, but I do want to get them running. So it says it's a Granada 379. It doesn't appear to be too bad inside of here. Let's see what it looks like on the bottom. Yeah, it's not so bad. There's no corrosion. Looks pretty clean. Very clean. So I feel like it's gonna work. Okay, so this is a very small battery. Let's double check our battery measuring plate. 379. That's what it says, right? Yep, 379. Okay, this is pretty small. And look at that, I've got some Maxwell's. 379. I have to keep my smallest batteries in this little bin because they're teeny tiny. So yeah, Maxwell battery is pretty good. Should be okay. Be sure and use your plastic tweezers so you do not short your battery, because you could take off months and months and months of, possibly even years, of running time for your watch, shorting a battery with metal tweezers for just a second. So something to consider. That went on in pretty easily, so you just put it in the opposite direction of the tension spring. So you want to put it in going this direction because the tension spring is over there. Cool. So I believe this watch is, it was set at 12 o'clock. It is, I do believe it's running. Very nice. So I'm going to get my Rodico, and I'm going to, because the movement has some debris on it or something. Let's see if I can't clean it up a little. Yeah, that didn't do much. The rest of this crud is, this watch has such poor water resistance, so I think I'm just going to get an alcohol wipe. I'm going to very carefully, without touching the movement, kind of clean up the inside of it. There's no way I'm going to submerge this. I'm going to have to leave this out to dry. I'll put like a cup or something over it, kind of let it dry out, because you can't put it back together. The alcohol wipe, it's only 70% isopropyl alcohol, so if you put the watch back together, there's a possibility that some of this moisture can get trapped inside, and it'll destroy your movement, corrode everything. So let's not do that. But I do want to at least clean up the, obviously this is a dirty watch, so I'm gonna do kind of the best job I can. And none of this is visible to the user or wearer of this watch, but I'm still gonna clean it up to the best of my abilities. It's not gonna be perfect, and I could, as many have pointed out, I could take the movement out and put this in a ultrasonic cleaner or something like that. I'm not gonna do that though. So I'm gonna clean the inside of this case back. I'm gonna flip my tissue over and use the surface that has not been used yet. Kind of like to do that every time I change, every time I change over to cleaning something else, a different part of the watch. I just like to change the surface a bit. So give this a good rub down. Some crud in there. I have to blow that out once it dries. I'll do that. Get the case back a good clean. I should probably be wearing gloves or something, or finger cots. Try to not get my fingerprints on the inside. And there we go. See if this watch is running. I think it is. I believe it is. And then we'll get dimensions. I won't put the case back on yet. Yeah, it is running. Look at that. You can't tell because it's doesn't have a running seconds hand, but it is running for sure. There's all kinds of gunk. Somebody wore this for sure. That's interesting to think about. So whoever owned this watch liked it enough to wear it. So that makes me kind of think that it really is a pretty solid, and it is a legitimate Swiss movement, and the bezels are nice, and they're metal, and some of them are plastic, but most of them are metal. This is a good watch, you guys. I do believe this is a very nice little substitute to that Gucci watch, and maybe you guys should consider getting one of them. They're very, they're kind of rare. I don't think there's too many of these out in the world. Um, just kind of cleaning out the threads on this. Make putting those bezels on a bit easier, I'm sure. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. This is a nice watch, everyone. Good alternative to the Gucci one. It's pretty much everything that the Gucci one is. It might even be using the same movement. I don't know. It might be. This movement, it just says Gucci instead of, nothing on the Gucci watch. So this could very well be the exact same watch. It's just, doesn't say Gucci on it. So, right on. Okay, let's get some dimensions. I'm not going to do too much. I'm just going to get the case size, I suppose. So it's a 26 millimeter case size. Because the case backs off, I'm not going to do thickness, and the lug is super short, and the bracelet's very thin. So yeah, there you go. It is running. Nice. Right on. So let's oh, there's all kinds of gunk inside of this bezel. Is that right? Yeah, there's a pretty good amount in there. Come on, camera. Yeah, see that? I'm going to clean that out really quick. And then I'm going to put this bezel back on and see how much easier it is to get it back on this watch. I should probably also brush it. I have like a makeup brush somewhere that I use for brushing debris off of my watches, but I don't know where that went. I'll have to look around for it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so let's put this back on. Oh yeah, that's much better. I wonder if these will come off easily if the watch is worn a lot, because there's nothing really like keeping the bezel down. I mean, it might loosen itself off if not periodically checked every once in a while, and you might end up losing your bezel. But yeah, very cool. Right on. Well, I'm gonna let this air out. I'm probably gonna clean it up a bit more. This watch obviously had some gunk built up. Whoever owned it liked it, they loved it, they wore it. Hopefully somebody else can do the same. Yeah, there you go. I'm not even sure what the model of this watch is called, but yeah, good alternative to the Gucci one. Alright, well, thanks so much for watching. Yeah, like and subscribe if this was useful to you or entertaining, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.